media, but I just want to get myself out of the way, take more copious notes, because when this gentleman talks, there's always something to gain. Always, always, always. So, with that being said, I'm going to introduce Mr. Erik Robinson.
Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, Derek. See, when you it depends. When some certain people introduce you, it comes with a level of expectation. So now I gotta say something profound or I gotta say something good. Let me just say that. All right. So are y'all ready for something good? Yes or yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, all right. I got
Yes,
something
yes.
for y'all. Let me get my.
Like that
Let me get
shirt,
my.
man.
Huh?
Like that shirt.
Oh, thank you. This is our company, Smart Jock. Inspired by Coach Isaiah Robinson. You know, we started talking about this. So we started the company Smart Jock. And guess what? We never got to me, Jock Vaughn, one of my other partners, Dr. Meri and Meredith. We never really got off the ground. But you know what though? That happens. But we poured time, energy, effort, and money into it. And here's the deal. Ironically, you know, when we looked at Experior came right at a time when we was like, okay, we got to elevate our business, elevate our brand. We were like, we need some capital. We need to raise some money. And we had to make a hard decision. Do we take this Experior path or do we stay with our company, our brand? We mentored, we scrubbed, right? And guess what? We realized we had to fund our business and we had put money into Smart Job. These shirts wasn't free. We had Smart Job, we had commercials, we had everything. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, we did it. So, but we can't be afraid to do it again. Who doesn't mess it? We had another technology company, my university, right? Before there was Udemy, we had a technology company, my university. We had it all together where we can have an online training platform, an LMS. We was doing this, even the CRM tool, we was on it before. We had a CRM, everything built in way before. Remember with the podium. This is going back 7, 8 years ago. Before this, I saw the vision, but we didn't have the capital and the resources. So what am I trying to tell you? We had to do it again. You had to do it again. You had to do it again. How many of y'all are willing to do it again? And every time I poured money into it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I want y'all to understand something, y'all. You just heard Andy say that, oh, $1,000 ain't enough. Some of y'all, let me give y'all a tip. You should be doing 5 to 10% of your income should be going to your business, to your marketing, back to supporting your business. Just like I say, good financial people, we should put 5, 10, 15, 20% away for retirement. You should be investing back into your business. You say, Eric, my business not making no money. Well, whatever fund source you have, it might be your personal, it might be your job. Are you taking 10% and then pouring it back into your business? Mm. Most people just paying the back office fees and complaining about that. Jock, how many people do you get who quit because they got that $20 back office fee hit them?
A whole bunch of them. And a whole bunch of them won't join because of that.
Yep. $20. It don't take much to knock somebody away from millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands. Are y'all with me? The mindset. You got to have the 10X mindset. Woo, I'm going to give y'all the class on the rest of the tips on how to acquire customers. I'm going to give y'all that. But can I help some of y'all to take y'all through this weekend with this 10X mindset? Would it be okay? I need y'all permission. Type in chat or just shout out yes. Either way, yes, let me know.
Yes,
let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Till next time, baby. 10X.
Right, till next time. All right, I need y'all to do me a favor then. Not now, but in about when you see this email come out, I did a video with Leah Lynch, right? And I need y'all to go to YouTube and like it. I'm gonna put it in. I uploaded the wrong video, unfortunately. So do not go to the one right there now. Wait till about 11 o'clock. I'm gonna upload it soon right after this call. Wait till about 11 o'clock. When you get the text message, I need y'all to go watch the video. At least watch 10 minutes of it. I don't care if you just put it on YouTube and sit it down and go about your day, but at least get through 10 minutes. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now I'm gonna give y'all that's the cost of what I'm gonna give you. I just realized I can't keep giving stuff for free. I gotta attach a cost to that. That was the message. If you give something free away, even if the cost is something simple as go watch a YouTube video, you give it away free, people ain't gonna grab it. I'm getting ready to give y'all something that's gonna help change some of y'all business forever. See, Jock talked about systems, and part of the thing is we don't toot our own horn a lot of times, but you know what? I'm going to toot it right now because I don't think y'all really understand. Erik Robinson didn't just happen this way. I didn't just walk into this game, okay? I came with a set of skills already. I understand. I've been a commission-based salesperson and have sustained a lifestyle not that I want, but that other people may think is pretty decent. For the last 30 plus years, I don't want to date myself, I have been commissioned. I have worked commission for 40 years and then have to help other people work commission based. Are y'all with me? I didn't have the salary. So I know what it's like to when the month is bad and you got to figure out what to do. I know what it's like. They had to go pawn. I started one of my businesses. See, I'm telling you my mindset. I never forget. I took my daughter to the pawn shop. I had some jewelry. And I said, we was going to start this business. And it was a network marketing company. And there was a startup cost, about $1,500. And I said, you know what, Eric, I'm going to show you something. I don't want to use my own personal money to start this business. I'm going to use additional funds. I'm going to go pawn some of the stuff that's sitting here that I'm not using to use that to start this business. Because one, I want to show you an example that there is no reason why you can't invest into your business. I had the money in my bank account, but I didn't want to do that. Why? Because I need to say, I learned successful people, they go out and find ways to generate the revenue for the things they want. That was the message. So let me go find a way to generate the revenue for the things that I want to do. So where am I going with this? When we created this system, the green sheet system, it's a selling system. McDonald's, we all know, don't make the best hamburgers. We don't even know if they really made out of ham or they made out of burgers. But I don't know what they are, right? But they sell the most, right? Because they got a system. They can take a high school kid and have them running a multi-million-dollar business successfully. When you see them golden arches, you know that's McDonald's, right? Do y'all realize they revolutionized the farming industry? Why? Because their fries, they started saying, we need our own farm. We need these fries to come right, because we want our fries to be the same every single time. So what do? We got to make sure the potatoes was perfect. Are y'all with me? They had to go to the resource to make sure it's perfect, so they can create a system where a high school dropout can run and manage this business process. Are y'all with me? The green sheet, and that is a high level, one of the most successful recognized brands in the world, has a basic process system. Everything down to the napkins. When you buy a McDonald's franchise, you got to have a certain tile. You got to have certain floors. You got to have certain things. They made sure all the process was there together. Can you get more fancy napkins? Absolutely. Can you get more fancy cups? Absolutely. But they got a system and a process. Are y'all with me? And they require the franchise owners to purchase and use our products and service. They don't give it to them. You got to buy from our supplier. You have to design it based off of our design with your money. So you buy a franchise, you design it with your money using our platform, and other people have started to use that franchise model and duplicate it. Now, enter the world of entrepreneurship network marketing. People come in and, oh, I want to do it my way. I do this, I do this, I do that, I do this. This is what I'm doing. My team, me and my team, we do this. Me and my team, we do that. Me and my team do this. And guess what? So when you recruit 4 or 5 people, guess what they doing? Well, me and my team do this. You're like, oh, you my team. Like, I'm not your team. I got my own team. I just recruited one more person. So I got me and my team. Now we do this. Then I got me and my team. Now we do this. And we do it. Are y'all with me? And it's and by the time you get to the thing, it's like that pastor, you ever tell a secret to somebody, you whisper it, and they got to tell it to the next person. They got to tell it to the next person. By the time you get to the end, it's like, John is cute. By the time you get to the end of the line, it's like Susie and Bob are having sex. Like, what? How did it go from John is cute to Susie and Bob having sex? Because the story gets manipulated. So the message gets watered down. See, some people think our system, our green sheet system. Now, I had to create that because it wasn't there. So I took all the pieces from all the things, the EFA, from this person, from that person, from online, from this. I took stuff from Ethos, from you name it. I went online. I found some of the best systems and kind of processed it together, because I realized in this industry, there was no system. Nobody had anything, a set way to do business like this. So we created something from nothing because there was a need for it. Now, our way of our onboarding system. I said, you know what? I've been doing network marketing. I've been onboarded for years. Let me see what I can do. Let me use, and those are pieces from other things. But what did I do? I said, let me go to my leader, Darren Golker. Darren, what do you got? I used the 1, 2, 3 system. Great. And at that time, it was Canadianized because I had a lot of Canadian stuff. So what did we do? We took his 1, 2, 3 system, we slapped our green sheet process in there. And then we use his system onboard. So why? Because I just duplicated what was already there for you. Are y'all with me? And we said, I don't need to reinvent the wheel. So I had people come in and say, Eric, well, you know what? That's their system. I'm like, okay, yeah. Why not? Because that's the mistake. People don't follow the system. I was smart to realize he has a system and a process. They
That
didn't have a
work.
system for acquiring clients. They
Mm-hmm.
had a system for onboarding agents.
And Eric, it was a system that was proven already. So why?
Yeah, so I ain't got to go change it. I don't got to go change it. Slap my label on it, boom, white label it, boom, 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 made a twist for the US. And it's funny, Jock, because I kept telling you, remember when you came on, I said, Jock, we got a system, brother. We got an onboarding system. We got a system. We got a system. We got a system. We got a system. And what were you telling me?
We already got a system over here that we're using, and you asked me to see it, and when I showed it to you, you was like, "Man, that's our system."
Somebody, they literally took the white label of our system and he said, "Nah, we got this from Myron and Tasso." I'm like, "No, I gave this to Myron and Tasso. I packaged it up a little prettier and gave it to Myron Tasso. And Myron Tasso jumped over me and gave it to you, Raza."
Exactly.
I was like, "Eric, our system works." So what am I telling you? Ladies and gentlemen, we got a system.
It was the same system that was working for how many levels? Like
Working for like
nine
6, 7,
levels.
8 levels, 9 levels down. We're working for Darren. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, we're giving y'all a blueprint. Now I know some of y'all are with other organizations, and don't try to read. You don't have to reinvent the blueprint. Now I'm not going there with you. I'm great. I'm going to take y'all someplace else. That's just understanding the game. Are y'all with me? So now you got a system. Y'all know our green sheet system, but those who know how we use it, right? It was so powerful that Jamie said, "Eric, I need to put that in Xperia." He said, "What y'all created, I need to put in Xperia. Do you mind if I share with Xperia?" And it's funny, when I first did it, and he said, "Eric, can you share this with some of the EDs?" We was in the ED call. I'm like, "Oh man, really, Jamie?" No, I'm new. This is like back in like September. I'm new. I only been in the company since January, and they knew me as an MLM guy. He ain't know nothing. We didn't even make our first sale until May. So for all the time building a team, didn't make my first sale to May. So now May, June, July, now it's August, 4 months in, and I'm here with all these ED leaders. And James and Eric, tell them about your system. Literally, they laughed at me.
Mm-hmm.
They literally laughed. I'm like, James, I didn't create this for them. But James and Eric, I want it. Can you put it in Xperia? And I told Jock, I said, "You know what? Yeah, I'll give it to Xperia." Why? Because I know there's going to some people on my team who are never going to talk to me, but if it's in Xperia, it's going to validate, and they'll still use the system I created, and my team still wins. Are y'all with me? Giving y'all the blueprint right there. So if you're going to Xperia, no other executive director has this system in Xperia. Xperia didn't adopt nobody else. They adopted our green sheet. You can go type green sheet. It's in the back office. Now, with that said, y'all, those who know, y'all know where to get the good one. Anyway, I'm gonna save that, because last time I said something, James, Eric, I heard this updated one. Somebody snitched. So anyway, I'm trying to get y'all ahead of the curve. So that's not even what I wanted to tell y'all today. Now you know the system, the processes. And this is why I tell people, don't look at the scoreboard. I'm gonna help y'all this time. Because some people are like, "Oh, 10X, oh, this guy, he writing all these big IULs. He's writing these big deals. He's writing these big deals." And so what I got is saying, don't let chasing the home, those are the big hits. And I love it. But don't let chasing the home run dream knock you out the game.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you're playing the game of baseball is simple. Some people's your job is to get on what? As a hitter.
On base.
Get on base. You don't want to strike out. You want to get on base. Now, this sometimes they call a sacrifice out, right? You allow another guy on base, you pop it up so he can try to advance to get on base. You want to get out, but you advance the runner who's least on base. You got to get on base. Everything's not a home run. But see, everybody sometimes want to be the grand slam king. And if I don't hit a grand slam, then I'm out. So where am I going? Some people think if I don't sell a big policy, if I don't sell a jumbo deal, I'm out. Right? And then you're chasing a jumbo deal, which is cool. But I'm getting ready to give y'all the blueprint. I had somebody that say, "Eric, well, we sell IULs. Anybody here use the green sheet? Do we ever use IULs? IULs on the green sheet?"
Yes.
Yep.
Every green sheet we do, for the most part, we show them 2 terms, 2 perms. And usually we use IUL. We show IUL to everybody, not just to somebody. So I don't go looking, I want to sell IUL. That's great for you. I'm giving y'all a system.
Wait. Because people might have missed this whole thing. In the green sheet process, in the show 4 steps, you telling me that you can, even though because this is important. A lot of people try to think for the client. So they're like, I know that they need a term, or I know that they need this, or I know you're telling me you show the different options and let them choose what's best for them. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I do, Jock. You know what? It's funny because I talked to, like this week, I've talked to like 3 seasoned people in the industry, right? And it's like, yeah, well, Eric, what I do, I don't let the customer make them, I make the best recommendation based on my professional recommendation. My job is to make the best recommendation. So now you're choosing for the customer. So you're only showing them what you think is good for them. Based off of what you determine this information, and you the smart, wise, great one, and you're showing them what's good for them. Let me let y'all in a little on a little tip from a legal standpoint. And see, I don't know what insurance industry is now, but I know from the car industry, when I manage finance dealerships, if we don't show everything to every client, ladies and gentlemen, if something goes wrong, we are liable. I can't discriminate based off of that. I don't want to show you this. I don't want to show you that. And here's the thing, if you're going to do IULs only, trust me, that's great. That's all I do. But then you show somebody else a term, now something goes wrong. It's like, well, why you show him a term? You didn't show them a term. So now I'm trying to tell you, now you just decided which one is which. And you got to be able to justify and back those actions. Now, I don't know how the insurance industry is. In the car business, we do. So what we had to do, if I show somebody extended warranty, and I'm going to tell you, I've literally been in lawsuits. So this is not hearsay. See, when I give y'all some things, I've been down to AML, anti-money laundering. I've had to sit in front of the treasury people. They came in with the trench coats and everything and sat down and went through all my deals, because we had a couple of people who were thinking about money laundering with drugs, selling cars. So I was the finance manager at the time, a couple of deals. And it's like, don't tell nobody, because this is a drug case and these people are violent. So I know what it's like to sit there, and when you talk about AML, the anti-money laundering, I get it. I understand. I've been with cases when you talk about protecting people's privacy. Been part of those investigations. Been there, done that. Now, I'm telling you, I've been part of investigation lawsuits when somebody, Mr. Smith, came to the dealership and her car was break down. They said, oh, it's not covered on the warranty. You should got to extend the warranty. And she's like, oh, they never offered me a extended warranty. Now you discriminate. What do you mean they never offered you extended warranty? And if you don't have no documentation showing that you at least offered her extended warranty, how come you offered a warranty to Mr. Jones, but not to this Mrs. Smith? You discriminate because she's a female. You discriminate because whatever, she's single. Lost the lawsuit, y'all. Just telling y'all some good stuff. Are y'all with me? Why? Because you had no track record dealership that you offered everybody everything, and then she turned it down. You ever go rent a car? You know, to rent car rental, if you don't want the stuff, they make you sign off. Hey, I'm waiving this. I'm waiving my rights. I'm waiving my rights. Because if something happens, you can't say it wasn't offered to you. Are y'all with me? The green sheet was my way. The reason I did that, because I wanted to make sure the protection. I don't know if it's in place now in this industry, that it could change. Do you have the protection? Yeah, Derek said same thing, property manager. See, that's why I tell people the green sheet, and why we put it on Google, because Google is a secure platform. So now you got to pay, instead of having paper laying around, and people got, oh, I got my files, I got this and I got this. You lose that notebook, bam, all the stuff is gone. At least you can secure your laptop, secure your devices with passwords and codes, and secure your email, and your Google Drive is encrypted. So at least you can save. You got to go to court. I got some level of protection with your information. Are y'all with me? Yeah. As agents, we're responsible when they give us this information.
Hey, E.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, can you because I think you were going down this rabbit hole. I might have thrown you off a little bit.
I'm ready to go there. I know where you're going. I'm ready to go there now.
From that example you talked to me about yesterday?
Yeah, I'm ready to get there. So I want y'all to understand the power of the system. So I want to kind of y'all understand why we got the system in place, and some of the things that it protects against, because some people think it's just happenstance. Y'all, I'm giving this to you from a lot of years of experience, a lot of years of knowledge. Are y'all with me? So I didn't just put this together like, oh, it looks cute, looks fancy. Nah, y'all. I'm not going, like I said, I don't want to toot my own home, but I've been around the block and done some things and helped dealerships throughout the country establish some things, right? So I'm coming to you with a little bit different understanding and information. So here we go. Now I'm telling you, don't chase the home run dreams. Do y'all want me to tell you how to keep somebody in the game? How to keep people steady? Do y'all want me to show y'all the quickest way to start making a lot of income? Because I kind of sat back for a while, and it hurt my income because I sat back and watched because I didn't share. I'm like, you know what? Here's my philosophy. There's probably more than one way to skin a cat. I know a way that works. I'm not saying your way doesn't work. I just know my way does work. So I let people go down their road. And by doing so, I sit back and it's kind of hurt them. So I'm now taking a more positive stance so you don't hurt yourself, and you don't have to do this, but I'm giving y'all the game plan. Y'all ready for the blueprint? Say yeah, because y'all already told me I could.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me all the
Sure.
blueprint. Instead of chasing the home runs, who gets a green sheet? We say it every day.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody get a green sheet.
Everybody.
You know why most time y'all ain't ready to get a green sheet? Because y'all sitting there looking for the home run. I'm looking for somebody who can put $500, who can put $1,000. I'm looking for the heavy hitters, the big hitters, so I can hit the scoreboards. Let me tell you the best way to hit the scoreboards. Do some deals, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. How many of y'all think y'all can help somebody put away $30 a month for the insurance? Whatever policy it is, $30 a month, $25. I don't care. I'm gonna go with a number, $25 a month. How many of y'all think y'all can get somebody to get insured for $25 a month? That can fit in most people's budgets. If you can explain life insurance where it can fit in their budget for $25 a month. They got something. You know, I'm dealing with two situations with my own sister after both my parents passed away, and Mary's family after her mom passed away, because they both didn't have enough coverage. $100,000, I wouldn't even be dealing with both these situations with properties and families and a whole lot of things going on, okay? $100,000 would have changed that. It wasn't there. And both of my parents retired government, but people don't realize those government insurance go down. So let me show you $25. Let's make it. I'm just going to give you a number of $25. You say, Eric, I can find somebody $25, right? Yeah, I could. So let's say you go get a family, husband and wife, and maybe the kid, $25 a month. And I'm just going to say $25 a month. That's $75 for a typical family. Yes or yes?
Mm-hmm.
You write that deal, $75 plan, 25 for the husband, 25 for the wife, 25 for the kid. Done. I don't know. Maybe the husband gets $50,000. I don't know. Whatever it is, whatever the coverage. That's what they got. $75 for that household. Everybody got insurance coverage, right? They usually can keep it. Shouldn't charge back. It's only $75. Let's say you do that. Let me say $75. Let's say you do that maybe 3 times a week. You help 3 families a week. You're working part-time. You help 3 families a week. $75 times 3. Somebody get a calculator. What's 75 times 3?
225.
225. I'm going to scale it back. 225. Let's say you only do that twice a week. I go help a family of 3 at $25 twice a week. That's 75 times 2. That's what?
150.
150. How many of y'all think that's reasonable, doable? You can find 2 families. If I'm just looking for $25 a week, I can help people do that, right? That $25 a month. We ain't throwing big. So now you do that twice a week. You down twice a week. That's 150. 150 times 4 is what? So where's my calculator? 150 times 4. You do that twice a week.
600.
600, right? That's $600 a month in premium. Take $600 times 12. What do you got?
7,200.
7,200.
7,200. So $7,200 a month in premium now from helping those 2 families a week. So you help 2 family weeks, do $100, we know 150, right? 75 each week, $150 a week, boom. You have $7,200 in annual premium. So let's say the average policy, now we know you don't get paid the full 75, this whole full in most grids, right? Let's say the commission grid is at 82%. Are y'all with me? And Jock said, yeah, make sure you ask for referrals at each appointment. And so that's how you can, because remember, they just paid $75. They happy. Everybody's covered. They feel safe. They feel more comfortable. They drive a little bit better knowing that something happens to me, I'm on the road, knowing something, I get injured, sick, or I got insurance coverage, right? So now, let's say most policies on average term insurance, you may get 82%, that's 7,200. What's 7,200 times 82%?
5,904.
5,904. So that is your commissionable rate. Are y'all with me? For those who understand the grid. So now 5,904 is a commissionable rate. So now you got a commissionable rate of 5,904. Now put an average person is at a, let's say you are SFA. What percentage of that 5,904 goes to you as an SFA?
85%.
85%.
Take 85% of 5,904, and what is the money going into your bank account?
$5,018.40.
How many of y'all would be okay if just $25 you do this in a small policy, you're making $5,000 extra every month, helping 2 families a week?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And just asking for the referrals to keep that pipeline going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jock. And remember, we just did $25 on the policy.
Mhm.
Then you're keeping that going. You're keeping that going. You're keeping that pipeline going. Now, that's right there. So we got 5904, right? We're gonna say 5,900.
Mhm.
That's at an SFA. Now, if you go out there and teach, you're just an SFA. You teach a team of about 5 people how to do the same thing. 5904 times 5 is what?
2592.
Almost.
$25,092.
So 5904 times 5,
That's 29,520.
$29,520 in commissionable value. If you got a team of just 5 people just doing that, y'all.
Mm.
5 people doing that. Now, here's the thing. You're going to get an override commission if you just an SFA and they're FAs, right? And if you're doing that, you're going to get promoted to senior manager. Are y'all with me?
Mhm.
Now, that's your road to SM. But even as an SFA, if you're getting 15% override on that commission, what's 15% of that 29,000?
Let's see. $4,000.
4428. Now you add your 4428, your team of 5, you add your 4428 plus your 5,000, that's $9,400 a month.
Mm. Mm.
You just made 6 figures even as a SFA, which is 5
Off a small, off of $25 applications.
off a $25 application, Jock.
That's a message.
Here's the thing. People like, oh yeah, I got this. I got the $6,000 policy. I got somebody. I got that. And everybody keeps talking about the one deal, the one hit, the one of the big deals. And while you're chasing the one deal, you let a whole bunch of money walk right on past you. Right on past you. Right on past you. You know, you got companies like, man, them leads, they final expense, they doing small $60 here, $100 here. They doing telemarketing sales, they racking up. And you look at the end of the day, they did a whole lot of money because they just kept on racking up. They said, man, I do 5-6 deals a day. I'm getting these leads. I'm just doing, everybody wants that big hit. Got a big hit. Like, oh yeah, that's like, now if you're a big hitter, cool. You're going to get the big hits and the small hits. Are y'all with me? But if you teach your teams how to do this and do applications, do you realize now they're getting checks? What if they don't get to the 4? If they don't do 4, 8 policy, you know what I'm saying, 2 every week. What did they do 1 a week? So it was $5,000. So what did they do 1 a week? That's $2,500. How many of y'all know you can keep more people part-time and they making $2,500 into their bank account every month?
Yep.
That's an extra $30,000. You tell me what job in America you can go walk into and say, give me 30 grand extra raise. Because after taxes, that 30 grand is like 40,000. Give me a $40,000 raise. You got people on the job making 40, 50,000. They're going to walk in there and say, give me a $40,000 raise. Come on, y'all. I don't care. You're making $100,000. You don't walk in and get a $40,000 raise. I see the clock, Jock. But I want y'all to catch this. I'm telling y'all the system. If you understand the green sheet, why I go back to the system. If you show people how to do the green sheet, it's not about, I got to be fancy. I got to understand all this other stuff. If you understand the domino effect like McDonald's, keeping the system, keeping it simple, get a policy, let's get them on the books, show them how to write that deal. Hey, go get a family, go get them insured. Because you got people walking around uninsured. And we like, oh, well, unless you got a lot of money, I don't want to insure you. I love the big annuity rollovers. I love the big hits. See, when your team starts growing and making money, your team expands. See, for me at my level, because I have a large team, if I just get big hits, that's cool because I got almost 300 licensed agents, and it may be only 5 or 6 of them doing big deals. Y'all with me? But it took a team of 300. Most of y'all don't have 300 licensed agents. So the big hits. Well, guess what? Even Darren, he can make a living on the big hits. Why? Because he has, 1,000 licensed agents. So with 1,000 people, he's going to get a couple of big hits. He's going to get some Simons. He's going to get some other people. He's going to get some Rosers. He's going to get some big hits. He's going to get some Siobhans on his team, right? He's going to get the big hits in part of his organization. He's going to get the Troy Gannys on his team. You know what I mean? He's going to get the. Are y'all catching that? See, so he can live on the big hits. Majority of us can't live on the big hits yet. But you're missing out chasing the big hits. You're missing out on a way to change your lifestyle forever.
Woo!
I'm just giving y'all the blueprint. You're missing out on how to change your lifestyle forever because you're looking at the scoreboard at the big hitters. But you don't realize you would be on the daggone scoreboard if you started teaching your people how to get there. That's how we did it. And I'm close with this. Everybody laughed at us. That's how we got on the scoreboard. We didn't have the big hits. That's how we did it. And I didn't have the big chargebacks. That's how we did it. Are y'all catching that? Process. Show them how to just do the green sheet. Show them how to get this. Show them how to get on the scoreboard. Show them how to get a deal. They get squad cry. Get your mom, get your aunt, get your policy. Oh man, bro, you paying more on your CRM than you paying in your life insurance. You paying $35, $45 for CRM. You ain't got a life insurance policy yourself. I'm doing you a disservice. Are y'all with me? It don't have to be a jumbo deal. I don't have to have $200 and $300. Get something in place. And if you keep doing that as your process, you win. Trust me, it's game over and your name is in the lights. And you will start to realizing they'll get better. They'll get more trained. They'll get more seasoned. They'll be here a year, 2 years from now because they're making $40, $50, $60, $80,000, $90,000. And next thing you know, it jumped from $90,000 to $150, to jump from $150 to $250. And now the team grows and the team grows. That's how you do it.
So Eric, so you're saying we all right here can do these onesie twosies. I mean, not onesie twosie. We all could talk to folks in our network instead of looking for the one big home run. We could really talk to people how to protect their families at a reasonable amount of money that they can afford, and just keep doing that over and over and over and over, and then teach the team to do that over and over and over and over, and that becomes a power of compound.
Jock, let me show you all this numbers. Y'all gonna show you something real quick. We got 40 people on the line, right? 40 people on the line. If we all went out and one a week, got a family member, husband and wife, whatever, did 2 policies a week or 2 single policies a week, $50. The 40 of us, if we did $50 a week total, 2 $25 policies. Now I'm telling you, $25, I just use that as a low number so we can't even deny it. 2 $25 policies, and we did that for 4 weeks. That's 40 people times $50 a week. That's $2,000. Do that times 4 weeks, That's $8,000. Multiply that 8,000 by 12. That's an annual premium of $96,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we just put $96,000 of annual premium on the books this month. Now you go check the scoreboards and see how many executive directors even got an agency doing $96,000 of premium. You will see it's not very few. So now they're like, oh man, this agency did $100,000. We just showed you how to do $100,000 just with $25 policies. If we just did 2 $25 policies, everybody here did 2 a week, not 2 a month. Not 2 every day, not 2 every hour. Do 2 $25 policies a week. Next week, go find another 2 people. Next week, go find another 2 people. And we just put $100,000 on the books. And I guarantee you, if you're doing that, next thing you know, your recruiting gets better. Why? Because now you got checks to prove it. Now you start making money. Oh, I'm making $3,000, making $4,000, $5,000. Trust me, y'all don't understand. A $2,000 here, $3,000 here, $4,000 here, $5,000 here, $6,000 here every month. It starts to make life a little easier. And when you especially add it to whatever you're already doing, life gets sweeter. And even if you ain't doing nothing, $6,000 a month, and all you're doing is make a couple of phone calls, a couple of people a week. Come on, that's $72,000 a year, and I ain't really doing a whole heck of a lot. Sign me up for that job. With that being said, love y'all. It's time for the recap. Let's recap it.
Man. Ooh.
Fire.
Eric, you see the hand up?
I don't. Jock, can you lead us on a recap today, Jock? Can you lead the recap
Yes,
for us
sir.
today? Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So remember, 1 minute recap, 1 minute recap, 1 minute recap. Derek hosting. What you
Call
got?
me out, Troy. All right. So real quick, Eric, that was a master clinic once again. I remember you talked about this, and I'm proud to say that I've been on that track, but missing a lot of pieces. So you filled in a lot of gaps because I recruited a whole bunch of people the first time around, got a little gun shy because a lot of them left because they weren't making money, right? So I said, okay, let's start going for these base hits. And we've gotten onto that process, but I was missing a number of things that you mentioned today that I won't go because I only got a minute. But thank you so much. Awesome training. And yeah, we're going to get this done.
Woo.
Do I pass the ball, Jock, or do you pass?
Money man, you got 1 minute.
Yes, I only got to say one thing. The one thing you talk about with people information, that's for the Freedom Information Act. That you can, well, because that's how you conceal people information. You can find that information in the Freedom Information Act. You find out if they run the game on you because that information by law you're supposed to have all the information, all the options, anything you told them, you need that. That's part of that right there. That's all I want to say, brother.
My man, thank you for sharing. Executive Director Lacole Elijah Parr.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Mr. Eric. Great topic this morning. And one thing I also want to just talk about, two things I know. Mr. Troy, I'm going to buy by the time, but if I can buy 1 more minute, I don't know if that's possible, but they say little drops of water make a mighty ocean. Little drops of water make a mighty ocean. And they say, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. I never ate one, but that is a saying. What that means is the little that we do every day that will add up, right? Another thing I also want to talk about is to make sure that clients have more options. When you share with the option that they have and they choose to go with the 25 or the 50, make sure that you have it documented and have a file for your clients. So that when that time comes tomorrow and they say, why do you sell this policy to this client? You can explain and say, like Eddie was saying, someday there's always going to be a day of reckoning, a day of report. Always make sure that you keep your client's information, have a client's folder secure. Because if anything happened to a client's information, you are also liable. So I always tell my team, make sure that you have every folder for a client. And make sure that you put in that folder the reason why you're selling this policy to this client and what the client, if the client agree, especially the green sheet, it's a good statement that always should be in the client's folder. So thank you for allowing me to share that.
You hear the jingle?
You muted.
Marcella Braggs, 1 minute.
I just wanted to say, thinking about what Eric was saying earlier, I had went into my back office and actually counted how many people I had recruited, and none of them active. They fell off the grid. But just like he said, the small policies. I remember I did one on a coworker's grandson. It wasn't a big policy, but the fact that it made me feel good knowing that it wasn't a big amount, just to know that I covered someone. So that is why I've been speaking to people with kids to just put a small policy on them. Even my relatives who keep saying they can't afford it. So that's why I'm gonna be spending the rest of my week reaching back out to them to let them know that they can afford it.
Love it, love it, love it. Anybody else? If not,
Yes. Can I talk?
yes.
All right. Thank you very much. I mean, Eric said it a lot, and which was true. I had a guy who just called me, and he basically knew what he wanted, and I make an appointment right there, and we met at that afternoon, and I educated him. I told him we have different things to offer, but the good thing is, one he said, I'm not gonna have any kid, I'm not gonna do this, blah blah blah. I used a simple method to get the money, which was $500,000, and I did, and he was going to pay $60-something. But the good thing is we overpromise and end up overpromise and what? How do you say it, Coach? Elijah. So the good thing is
and over deliver. Underpromise
and over deliver. Thank you. So
Watch
the
the
good
clock.
thing is,
Watch the clock.
Yeah. The good thing is, I'm going to be fast. The good thing is, he went for a term insurance, $68, and it came down to $34. And he was so excited. I'm going to go back and call him and say, hey, where's my 10 referrals? So that's what I'm saying. I'm happy, very happy to encourage and motivate you. The person call me, find me on internet.
The time
Call
is up,
me and
man. My
Thank
man,
you. Thank you.
for sharing. We got to make sure we do the keep the time. So
Sorry.
Downtown Rita Brown.
All right. You can learn a lot from other people just by listening. Listen with an attentive ear. Continue to follow up. Don't let your results take you out the car. Ride the waves. Put yourself out there so you're easy to find. Strike while the iron is hot. Touch your leads as soon as possible. If you want 10x, automation is the key. Check out Hugs Media. Being a coach, you have to become good at solving problems. 5 to 10% of your income should be poured back into your business. You have to have a 10x mindset. If you give something free away, people will not grab it. McDonald's has systems and processes in place. We have a proven system in place. We have the blueprint. Don't choose for the customers. Give them options and let them decide. Don't let chasing the home run dream knock you out the game. The best way to hit the scoreboard is doing deals. You can help just 2 families a week at a small policy and make $5,000 a month, and teach 5 people to do the same. Stop chasing the big deals. You are letting a lot of money pass you by. You are missing out on changing your life forever. Understand the green sheet system and teach your team to do the same. If you keep doing this, your recruiting gets better, your income gets better, and your life gets better.
Somehow, Rita Brown, you get better and better and better too. But ladies and gentlemen, love y'all. Have an amazing day. Thank you.
Peace of the Lord be with you.
Peace and
Great
chicken.
weekend, all.
Have an awesome day, champions. Go get it.
Chicken.
Yes.